This is us driving a lap of the Nürburgring in the brand new Citroën DS3R. On board with me is Kai. Kai, tell me about this car. Why have Citroën built this car?
Right, so, you know, Citroën is very famous for World Rally Championships. So what we did here is we just built a car based on the DS3 standard, but with a lot of knowledge we have from the rally races. So this is a 1.6 liter engine loaded with a turbo, bringing it to 207 horsepower. I wish it was 270, but it's just 207. Everything's changed in that car, so you don't have the standard brakes, you don't have the standard gearing, you don't have the standard shifting. There's nothing that's standard in this one. This is a full race car, but also very comfortable to drive it on the street.
Yeah, I mean, we've just driven here to the track and the car didn't feel antisocial. The car felt really composed and just like a nice, well-behaved city car. But now we're just starting our lap in the Nürburgring and you can feel the chassis really ready for this.
Inside, it's very quiet in here.
Yeah.
Because the glass we have on the left and on the right, it's very special glass, so you don't hear the racing sound like you normally do.
Yeah.
And this is what you makes feel doing slower, but you're much faster than you feel.
Yeah, I mean the car's actually this is exactly the opposite to, for example, I mean the first car I would compare this to is actually the Megane, which is a much bigger, powerful car. But this car's a lot quieter, he says, shouting. But then we are doing 200 Ks, so. But the chassis inside the car right now, I've got my hands on the wheel, I can feel everything. Unlike a lot of modern cars, the Citroën's actually got a lot of steering feedback. To compare this with the Corsa you can't even feel whether the tyres are understeering or oversteering. This feels really direct. It feels.
This is very pure driving. This is a very pure driving. This is not like a synthetic feeling.
Yeah.
And this is very important. This is what we want. We want this car to be
a driver's car.
A driver's car and pure race feeling, but still with a gentle feeling on the street. So this is what we do. Even the seats. You know, we have all that carbon in here, like the steering wheel.
Yeah.
On the outside, and this is a real carbon.
Now for the first time I'm actually going to take this up towards the red zone because we were only cruising before and just using 4th and 5th gear. And now if I actually use the power, which is not slow, and the back axle is actually, it's there for you. You don't need to worry about the car understeering, because if you're off the gas and turning, the car's just turning in, just like the fantastic old Citroëns like the AX GT and stuff like that.
So a lot of people are still missing the old DS series, and I think we did something very nice with that one. It's very similar to the old DS series.
Yeah.
You know, there's another one which is the
For the benefit of video viewers all over the world, that was a beautiful Honda NSX being followed by a Porsche 911 993, what looked like an RS, and the Citroëns just made mincemeat of them because they didn't know which way they were going. Bless.
Yeah. This is something very nice in here, because most of the people, they don't just know what this car can do, and they don't even know what this car can do with their car. So
yeah, I mean, this car is absolutely standard. I should point out that we're on the same tyres, the same brake pads, the same everything that you get from the car, from the dealer when you buy this car.
Exactly.
There is nothing changed on this.
This is a full standard car.
We've just come all the way down the hill. From the top at Nürburgring was 600 metres, 2,000 feet high, and you drop 300 metres, 1,000 feet you go down, and I'll tell you how the brakes feel, absolutely perfect. Exactly the same as when we started the lap. And now we're going up the hill, Kesselchen, a notorious slow section for smaller cars. Yeah, I mean, I'm driving with the ESP on, it's not really intruding at all. Sometimes the ESP systems, they can really get in the way. Oh, it just got in the way. I cursed it. But yeah, sometimes ESP systems can get in the way, but this is allowing me to turn in really fast with ESP. It's just controlling the power on the way out. Into the carousel.
Whoa. It's ESP.
Okay, maybe the ESP system doesn't like carousel, but that goes for nearly every car ever made by man, so we're not going to judge it too hard. We're nearly at the top of the hill now, and it's a fairly warm day, and some turbo cars can be suffering from heat soak by this point, but the Citroën feels pretty much exactly the same.
Der Pause 1 zusammenlöst hier.
Yep. Oh, the car's really nice through Whipperman. Whipperman really tests the turning ability of a car. Over Eschbach, the car's always understeer up there. The Citroën's not doing anything like that. Down into Brunchen now. We have this little camber change which can often flick the car. ESP doesn't let me do that. We had a little bit of a slide before the ESP system said no. Nice curve again, uphill. The car often wants to understeer, but not this. This is a really nice balance. It's very neutral. I know a lot of high-powered 200 horsepower hatchbacks can be very understeering.
Yeah. Maybe we should tell the people that this is the first time ever that a DS3R is running on the Nürburgring.
That's true. The car wasn't developed here, was it?
Yeah.
The car was developed on Citroën's own racetracks.
Yeah, exactly. And nobody did that before. So this is world premiere.
A world exclusive here on bridgetogantry.com. So we're catching another 400 horsepower car, a lovely Audi RS. No power, but the turbo's kicking in really low on this.
You even have the 60. So you don't get into the red area. So this is
no. The car's got so much torque. Cool. Well, I really enjoyed that. Thank you very much for letting me have a lap in it. So you were watching the Citroën DS3R lapping the Nürburgring for the first time with Bridge to Gantry.